Hello there and welcome back to my Caucasus series. This time we'll be getting to Georgia, a country bordering Turkey and Armenia to the south, Azerbaijan to the east, and Russia to the north. I arrived in Tbilisi mid-afternoon after travelling back up from Yerevan at Avlabari station. I had a wander around the immediate area, checking out the bakeries, mostly to get something for lunch. Not actually sure what it is that I got from this bakery, but it tasted good, and that's the main thing. Which one is the best?
This is the
Cheese?
cheese.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah. What's this one?
this is beef.
Beef. Okay. Okay. Let's go this one. It's Madlaba. Thank you. Right. With that scoffed down, I headed to my apartment for the next few days. It's a pretty cool place. Living room. Little kitchen. Cabinets. Arsenal mugs for some reason. Yeah, my washing. Bathroom. I like the tiling. I like the tiling in the shower. Yeah, decent. Oh, it's very wonky. It's very slanted. I feel like you're gonna fall over. Here we have the bedroom. Massive dresser. Nice. Not sure why there is a door there. Not a door into anything, but no, it's a cool little feature. Yeah, overall, decent place, all to myself. After a bit of downtime, it was off to dinner. I got my first, but far from last, glimpse of the Bridge of Peace, and I found a neat little alley with lots of restaurants to choose from. I had my first Georgian beer while taking in the atmosphere, followed by some kinkali, which, as covered in the first episode of this series, are Georgian dumplings. That was followed by ojakuri, a simple but very tasty dish of fried potatoes, pork and onions with some seasoning. Proper Georgian comfort food. With my hunger satisfactorily sated, I headed not quite back to the apartment, but to this bar which was literally next door to where I was staying. A chilled little place that was almost like someone's flat. I had my first taste of local red wine, and that was me done for the night. The next morning started off wet, but that didn't deter me from heading out for a day of sightseeing. First off was the aptly named Leaning Clock Tower of Tbilisi. Only built sometime in the early 2010s, it was designed by local artist Rezo Gabriadze and is part of the puppet theatre that bears his name. Sadly, I didn't get time to see a puppet show while I was in Tbilisi. Next up was the Zion Cathedral. When I got there was a chap ringing the bell, and it looked like a service of some sort had just finished. I did go inside and it is beautiful, but they don't allow filming in there. A short walk from the cathedral later, I was in the old town area, coming across this cool little bazaar. There were lots of interesting items, including these kinkali and khachapuri magnets, Those weren't the only magnets, unsurprisingly. I didn't get one here, but as usual you'll see what one I did get later. Well, not in this video, but in a future one. Oh, I do love cheese. I did have a fridge in the apartment, but not sure what I would have done with a whole block of cheese during my time here. Some fancy looking wines there, although I'm not an expert. But yeah, I liked the vibe of this place. Back up at street level, I took in the old style architecture in the Caucasus Square. Something about this look just really appeals to me. Not sure what exactly, I just like it. Next I took in more of these buildings just down the road and to the right in Abano Street. Down here you'll find lots of sulphur baths, which are supposed to be a good cleanse for the body. Those domes are the roofs of the baths. I didn't go in one on this day, but you'll see me take the plunge in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Next up, literally up, was a journey in the cable car. But I had to get across the river first. I crossed the Bridge of Peace at a leisurely pace, checking out the view down the river, before getting to Reich Park where the lower station is located. I used to hate cable cars as a kid, and I'm still not great with heights, but when it's all enclosed like this then I'm okay. Obviously some great views over where I'd just been, as the cable car took me up to the top of the mountain. Hill? Is it a mountain or a hill? I don't know. Once at the top there was a Mother of Georgia statue. Unlike the Mother Armenia, I managed to actually get close to this one. A short walk further along was the entrance to the National Botanical Gardens. Complete with water features, a waterfall, and a small greenhouse. When you're up at the top you can also go around the Narikala Fortress, seen here from a distance. But it was shut when I was up there. I got a car all to myself on the way back down, which was nice. I could just sit back and take in the view. Back down at the bottom, it was time to go back to the apartment and get ready for a night out. Before dinner, I tried a Churchkeller, a traditional Georgian candy bar made up of nuts covered and dried in must or juice. Really chewy. Decent though. Just about to head out for a night out in Tbilisi. My host left some homemade wine, and I think this is like a plum brandy. We'll see about that. Really not sure what to make of that by smell alone. Oof. Yep. It's got a kick. Decent. Out I went. But actually dinner wasn't on the cards just yet. First up, I was heading to a Dinamo Tbilisi game. Or so I thought. I got a taxi to the stadium that it said it was at online. No evidence of a game on here. And the woman I spoke to in the shop had no idea. Wrong sport, mate. Another taxi to another stadium, And guess what? It wasn't at this one either. It was now only 5 minutes to kick off, and for some reason, the biggest team in Tbilisi were playing at some seemingly random, quite small stadium that I wouldn't get to in time. That's the trouble when you don't understand the local alphabet. Oh well, I tried. After a 20-minute walk, I ended up here at Fabrica. This was actually the correct location for the next part of the night. A happening venue which is a hostel, as well as a hub of small bars, shops, and places to eat. A quick drink in a bar that used to be a hairdresser's maybe? Along with some pizza for dinner which isn't shown here, then to the main lobby to meet the host for the bar crawl I was going on. We started off in essentially what was someone's living room, although I was assured it was an actual place anyone could come and have a drink in. I really liked it, very homely. By the way, this was Irene's pub crawl, as seen on that sticker on the wall in the next place. If you're ever in Tbilisi, I'd recommend it. The next bar was a bit louder, with lots of music paraphernalia on the wall, which was up my street. A few games of off-brand Jenga were followed by a horrendous looking shot called Green Thickness, I think? I've had worse. After that, we found our way to a speakeasy style place. I did a very poor job of opening the bookcase entrance to the bar.
I've never been to a speakeasy before. It's cool.
They had karaoke, which I'm partial to a bit of, especially after a few drinks. The night ended in a club by the river, which we were in till gone 6 AM. I only took this very short video of the downstairs area, but it was a cool place. Irene was a great host and a good laugh, 10 out of 10. I've put a link to her pub crawl down in the description.
It's light outside because it's about 20 to 7 in the morning and I've only just left the nightclub. Safe to say, I'm not going to be doing anything until tomorrow afternoon. Fantastic!
The streets were quiet, with most people still in bed. I couldn't actually get through the outer gate to reach my apartment initially though, so instead I walked back to the square where one of the bars had been, and got a kebab for breakfast. I didn't get into bed until after 8 AM. What a night. You won't be surprised to learn that I didn't do much the next day, but what I did do will be covered in my next video, so if you're interested in seeing that, click the thumbnail at the end of this video. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.